It's amazing to think that we're here talking about this 15 years later. I remember very clearly when our first Sierra and Rockies route met up in Whitehorse, Yukon Territory, and we're biking down the Alaska-Canadian Highway back in 2004, and somebody was, we're talking on the bikes, and one of my teammates, co-riders, was saying, so, are we doing this thing next year? Is this happening again? And, I hadn't really had time to think about that, and we were like, yeah, of course, it has to happen again. So at the beginning, it was just year by year, and then we have just seen some wonderful growth.
Well, starting from that first year when Chris put this thing together, which was such an impressive feat, to see how it's become such a large organization and so well directed is extremely impressive.
The first year that they came up here, we kind of ran into them in Facebook, I believe, and found that they were coming and said, hey, we're on this end, we're Texas alumni, can we help you out on this end?
And now, the tremendous amount of outpouring of love and connections along the route and here to go from, say, I maybe had like 70 people that first year, and now there's close to 400 people showing up at the event. It's been a real blessing.
Every year they have more kids wanting to be part of it. And for every student that wants to be part of it, that shows that Texas 4000 is doing a great job.
I think success of that, the fact that we're about to graduate our 800th rider, I think it speaks to something that the organization has right. And the ability to propagate and continue to grow and continue to have that energy with each new set of riders, I think it speaks to the success of the formula and the fact that it really is tapping into something in the places that it goes to.
It's really crazy to think about how this started so small, how it became an idea from one person, and off of that just jumped into this whole pool of people who are now would be absolutely devastated if this weren't to happen again next year. And that's all the people in the little towns between here and Austin.
I think the key to success has been, it's a mission we all want to fight for. It's a mission that people really do want to rally around. And in doing so, that allows all the people that are passionate about getting engaged to get engaged and really help drive us further and further towards a mission.
One thing that I really value about Texas 4000 is that it is an experiential leadership training for young people. And it's an opportunity to raise up young leaders. And Texas 4000 is a perfect example of young people doing extraordinary things.
I can't believe it's been 15 years of Texas 4000. My team was the 10th anniversary, and I felt like as a rider that was a really special time to be part of the organization, and now as an alumni I feel like it's an even more special time to continue giving back to Texas 4000.
Our year we added the third route, we added the Ozarks route, and it was huge. It was a big deal, and to see an organization at each big milestone like that, to be able to not just hold on, but also just to continue to grow, I think it's a wonderful and amazing tribute to the founder, Chris Condit, and to all the people who have come after him, and all the ride directors, all the ARDs, all the staff for Texas 4000, and all the riders.
We already have our 2019 team in place. By 2020, we will have raised over $10 million. We will have brought 1,000 riders through the organization. 1,000 UT students will have biked from Austin to Anchorage, Alaska. And that's so exciting to me because it's not just the money that we've raised, and it's not just the riders riding to Alaska, but it's allowing those riders to get the experience of being a leader in a nonprofit organization, a student leader. And we've purposefully kept the riders very involved in the planning and organization.
We've stayed with a few hosts that hosted Chris Condit year one. And the fact that those hosts have stayed around these 15 years shows that they care about what we do and that we have an impact on them and on their communities.
We were thinking about it a lot as we were kind of coming up the West Coast, in the sense that a lot of the cities that we had been going to were host cities for the past 15 years, and they'd really seen Texas 4000 grow, and we've seen how much the organization has meant to them, which has been really special.
Back in the first years, we wrote down on our on our bicycles or our helmets why we were riding, who we were riding for. As we met folks along the routes that we were biking on, we would ask them to share their cancer stories with us. We would share our cancer stories with them, and we would write their names down on our helmets, on banners, on our vehicles, and just say, we're carrying your name with us to Alaska. We're honoring your fight. And those are hard and emotional moments a lot of times, but that's a reminder of why we're doing what we're doing, and that gives us energy to keep pedaling, keep pushing.
We are more than grateful, and we will always be Texas 4000 family, and we'll do anything to support the cause.
We encourage you to come and participate and be a part of it. Clearly, we have a strong message to send here, and we really just need as many people as possible to listen to it and participate.
I hope Texas 4000 continues to grow. I want Texas 4000 to, in the next 15, 30 years, to be one of those organizations that contributes so much to an institution that eventually finds a cure for cancer, and to be listed as like one of those organizations that helped make that possible, and helped make it possible through the ingenuity and the scrappiness and the sheer will and determination of all of the people in Austin and all of the students at the University of Texas, and everyone who's been a part of or has touched Texas 4000.
To see not only where it's come from its beginnings, but to see where it's going to go is going to be real exciting.